I was gonna do the intro, but then I spilled stuff all over myself. Good morning and greetings, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the Zillo Boyz podcast. I'm Jacob Sizemore. To my left now is Ernesto Gonzalez.
Welcome, Jacob. Good to be back. It's been 2 weeks since we've done our show, and a lot has happened in Texas since we postponed these two shows.
Yeah,
man.
we missed the last weekend because there was a giant snowstorm, and that was proven to be the best decision because all of Texas just shut down. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, they're calling this the Storm of the Century Part 2, I think is what they're calling it. Yeah, I just want to tell everybody out there watching that we hope everybody's okay. Hope your power's on. If not, we hope you have somewhere safe to go and a warm house, a warm bed to be in, and some food in your stomach, man, because times are, even though the snow is gone, the impact is still out there and people are still going without. So we just want to say, give a little shout of love to you guys. Hope everything's okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of pipes that have been bursting, a lot of people with still no power.
Right.
So that's a ridiculous thing. But God bless, and gosh.
Ready to talk about some other
pretty
stuff?
ridiculous.
It's been a long 2 weeks. Some stuff has happened.
It's been a long 2 weeks. I got a call from my girlfriend. There's a giant hole where her where her ceiling used to be in her room. Her pipes burst, and all the water just soaked everything. So it's
Caitlin,
been a rough.
Our hearts go out to you, girl.
Definitely. That being said, there's been some good things that come out of it. I got to see snowmen. Actually, you know what? Screw the snow. I think everyone in Texas has wanted it to snow for a very long time, but like day 2, we were all tired of it.
Actually, like Zoe and I went out to the yard and we're trying to build a snowman and snowballs, but the snow was like so grainy and fluffy that we really couldn't do anything with it until like it melted and then refroze again. But yeah. I'm tired. I'm ready. I'm glad it's gone, man. I'm glad I don't deal with that like every Christmas or every winter. That's got to be crazy, man.
You get the occasional Christmas where it snows that day. And it's like, oh, that's really nice. And if you get like a really good snowfall, that's a nice day. That's a relaxing day. If you get snow like this where there's ice on the roads and people are shutting their businesses down, it's not fun.
It was like a blizzard.
Yeah,
we had like 10 inches altogether or something like that.
Crazy. Probably a little. I think it's 7 inches.
Yeah, people sleeping in their vehicles because their electricity were out.
Yeah, people were like taking turns getting warm in their car.
It's crazy. People like taking like space heat on generators and put them in their houses to power stuff up and then getting carbon monoxide poisoning because that's not supposed to do that.
What is it? The wind turbines, those froze over, so like a crap ton of people lost their power. And
I was lucky. I didn't lose anything, man. I had my internet. I had my power turned on. I had everything. The water was cool. I just bought a bunch of groceries, so I didn't have to go out for anything except for toilet paper. I had to risk my life.
Toilet paper once more. Hey. The toilet paper.
Hey, my trees don't have any leaves on them. I don't use leaves, but my trees are bare.
All right, well, let's get away from the depressing stuff and let's talk about the show. Let's talk about some nerd culture because we missed a lot. We missed a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff happened in the week leading up to the biggest snowstorm that Texas has ever seen, at least in my lifetime. All right. There's something that came out recently, a trailer, a Zack Snyder trailer for the cut of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
The snow was the only thing that came on Sunday. He blessed us with this. I guess is this the final trailer? Maybe.
I think this is the first one.
The first one, he might get another one, but this first trailer that was like 2.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you tell me what you think first. I'll say mine till go next. Or
I am optimistic, cautiously optimistic. Again, I've been cautiously optimistic throughout this entire thing. The thing with this Zack Snyder trailer is I really wish that they just released the trailer itself and not those really stupid teaser trailer bits where they say, in 3 days, you get the trailer, and then they show you cuts of the trailer. But they show you the coolest stuff. Like, you got to see the Bat Tank, you got to see Superman in the black suit. They kind of spoil that stuff, and I feel like if we just saw that stuff in the trailer, it would have been way more impactful. But we already seen that stuff in the trailers. That being said, there's a Bat Tank.
Yes,
pretty cool.
A Bat Tank.
I like me some Bat. That thing's freaking huge.
What's the Batmobile called in the Nolan ones? The Tumbler, right?
The Tumbler, yeah.
This is not a tumbler. This is an actual tank. It doesn't have wheels. It has
the treads.
Yeah, the treads on them, and it's huge. And
this is the thing from The Dark Knight Returns, the graphic novel.
I guess like for you, I didn't really think about like seeing the best things in little snippets. It still had impact when I saw the thing. I was still like, whoa, like what's going on here? I guess I didn't think of it like that.
What's your favorite part about it?
Because the trailer, a lot of stuff. Oh man! Well, first of all, I thought the trailer was amazing. Just from the things I've seen in the trailer, this movie is already better. Like the first Justice League was like maybe like a 6 at the most. this probably looks like a 7.5 or 8 just by the visuals I've seen. The story could be ridiculous, and I probably will still like this movie more because it's gonna be like everything that we're supposed to get, man. You know, this is what his vision was. This was his vision that he was signed on to do. That Warner Brothers, okay, we can roll with this. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be. It's 4 hours long. I thought we were gonna get a 4-hour little miniseries. What I thought would have been cool too, man. That would have been awesome. But a 4-hour movie is still bring it on, dude. I'm ready to see this thing. Darkseid looks menacing. He looks like I like Thanos. I thought he was a bad guy, but man, Darkseid just looks evil, man. You're like he looks, whoo, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to mess with that guy.
No, we've never gotten an actual live-action Darkseid, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know too much about Darkseid. I barely know what he's about, but from the images that I've seen the cartoon, I get what he's about, I get what he looks like, and they did a perfect visual representation of him in live action. That looks awesome.
Yeah, because his face looks supposed to be like Rock, like the Thing, and it looks really good. He's one of DC's like big baddies, like super big baddies, and
yeah. And they changed the role of Darkseid a little bit because in the original version of Justice League, it was Steppenwolf who had come to Earth a while back, and then they had all the Green Lantern Corps and the Amazon warriors attacking him, all teaming up, and now it's Darkseid.
It was supposed to be Darkseid.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Darkseid.
But then he changed it to Steppenwolf. Yeah,
really
even Steppenwolf looks scary. Oh, he looks so amazing, dude. And his armor is just like I don't know, dude. And he's hacking at those Amazonians with his axe, and he's cutting them in half.
Did you see that behind-the-scenes shot that Zack Snyder shared on his Instagram about Steppenwolf's hacking those people up? That's some rated R stuff right there.
It is rated R.
I forgot it is rated R. It is
rated R, so yeah, that's... Oh, man, it's going to be... And the Bat Tank, and Superman in his black suit looks awesome, and it's his lip. It's not some... for real, because... When I read about that,
we need the lip cut.
I thought it was just going to be a little bit of that. Like, okay, he came in for some reshoots, and okay, maybe a couple scenes, but it was like the whole movie, dude. The first shot of Superman, his lip was like it was all like, oh my god, like I'm gonna have to go through this the whole movie, and then basically you did. I think there was like maybe a couple scenes where it wasn't digitally his lip. You know what I'm saying? So
it's amazing that got into a Hollywood production.
Yeah, and that just took me out of the movie, man. From jump, and that he looks amazing. Yeah. Superman looks awesome, dude. He looks good. Even
the Zack Snyder lip cut, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just happy that we're finally going to get Cyborg's original story, because Zack Snyder kept saying originally that Cyborg was the heart and soul of it. And if you watch the current Justice League, that's clearly a lie, because Cyborg barely does anything throughout the entire film.
We even get that scene where he's playing football in the snow. That scene, that looks beautiful, man. Zack Snyder has that slow motion thing down, dude. That's so beautiful.
Well, they do have that context of that scene where he is seeing his father being disintegrated. Now, I kind of wish they didn't show that. And I guess spoilers for Justice League, but you saw that in the first trailer that came out. Either way, that's going to be some emotional context for Cyborg that we're going to get in this film that I would love to have seen.
Cyborg poses, and then that Gatling gun comes from behind him, and all these weapons come out, and he's like to fire on some. Yeah, that looked cool, man.
We didn't get to see the Cyborg helmet, though. The one where he flies up, and he has that one little eyeball poking out. I guess that would have been nice to see. I guess it doesn't really matter in the long run.
We'll see it, man. He's not giving... Just imagine there's so much stuff we haven't seen.
Speed Force.
Yeah, this thing's 4 hours long. We've only seen 2 minutes of it, dude. So, yeah, we probably have some really good nuggets left to visually and action-wise and just story-wise,
Definitely. There was a graph that someone had released online, and it was 30 minutes of the original cut, and then of the original Justice League, it had about an hour and a half added onto it of the things that Joss Whedon had shot and added, along with the 30 minutes of Zack Snyder's footage. And then it had the 3.5 hours... along with the 30 minutes of footage that they originally shot that Zack Snyder's adding on. So this is going to be a massive change from what we saw in the original Justice League.
Yeah, I think we're going to have the Green Lanterns in this movie. He's not showing any of that. That's going to be the big bombshell drop.
I'm interested to see how they incorporate that, because I've never, ever liked Green Lantern.
What? Oh, my... Oh,
I know
this guy. This guy.
He's a guy in green spandex with a ring.
It's not spandex. It's like an energy.
But it looks like spandex.
No, that's Ryan Reynolds. It's like energy. Like It's like armor, man. I don't explain it, man. But this guy can like make anything with his mind. It's insane, dude.
Look, if anyone can make it cool looking, it's Zack Snyder. He knows his visuals. Even if you hate Zack Snyder, he makes things look cool.
Green Lantern's my dude. GL's my dude, man. What's going on, man?
To be clear, I don't like Hal. I like who's the Black Lantern that was in the cartoon Justice. He's cool. I like him, but I don't like Hal.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of them now, man. Like it's like 5 of them now, I think.
Yeah, I don't care for them. They all look the same. They all have the same ring. I don't really care.
That's crazy. They all have their own like different style. Like the armors are different. That's crazy, man. That's blasphemy.
See, inform me about this because I don't really know too much about Green Lantern. I assume that it's all Green Lantern people with the same powers.
They're basically like
they're
the police force of the universe. This is what they are. They're there to like keep evil in check. That's what they do. And their power is given. They're chosen like by this like mystic power that. They're, like the sword and the stone and stuff. That's how the ring chooses you. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be worthy. But, I mean, I like it, man. Like, just think about it from a CG perspective. There's nothing he can't do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He's one of the strongest GL members, man.
He's okay. I'm sorry, I just don't.
So out of what you've seen, who are you really pumped to see then?
The thing is, I'm most pumped to see the thing we haven't seen yet, which is Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
Now, the things we have seen, I want to see more Wonder Woman just because she's my favorite right now. I like Ben Affleck's Batman, but honestly, in the last Justice League, he disappointed me a little bit, so I'm really interested in his redemption. But the thing that I'm most interested to see is Martian Manhunter done right, because he used to be my favorite next to Superman, because I was a Superman guy, and then Martian Manhunter came along, then he was my favorite. So, but we haven't seen anything of him yet. We haven't even seen the actor who's playing him yet. And Zack Snyder did say he was going to be in this movie, and in the original storyboards, he was supposed to appear.
He's confirmed to be in this, yeah.
Yeah, I know he's going to be in this.
Homeboy said he's in the makeup, so yeah. I don't think he's going to be a big, huge presence, but I think he's going to be like a little bit in there.
Okay.
Like, what do you think about the Joker?
I'm still a little torn because it's still Jared Leto, and I never liked Jared Leto as the Joker.
Yeah, but he looks totally different though. It's like
he does.
He doesn't. He's not freaking Cholo Joker at all. This is like a different incantation, man. Like I don't know what he looks like. Part serial killer. I don't know what he looks like, man. I don't know what to expect. But his voice creeps me out. Mm-hmm. And the Joker's supposed to creep you out when he talks, and he creeps me out.
It's deeper than it was, kind of.
We live in a world without. I don't know. I forgot what he said, but without whatever.
Sounded like he was doing a voiceover for a movie. Like, we live in a world.
Is that right, Batman? I was like. He's got the red makeup on. He looks crazy, dude.
I don't know why. Well, it looks like he's doing a kind of Heath Ledger impersonation because in the Dark Knight, obviously it looks like he did his own makeup, and I'm sure that's what they're doing in this one. It just looks. I don't know. I have to see it in theaters.
I think Ben Affleck's Batman's gonna kill it. He was one of my favorite parts about the Justice League. I know you thought he was lacking, but he was actually for me the character that like most of this movie was on his shoulders, man. He was the leader at first, trying to put the team together. And a lot of people didn't like the opening scene. He's trying to scare that robber. Yeah. But to me, that was right out of the comics, man. That was like the Batman animated series, like on like real, like in real life. To me, I liked it. And his gadgets are awesome. His vehicles are awesome. The Batcave is sick. I don't know. I just like that. I like his version of Batman. I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to see him get down, man.
His version of Batman is definitely more the brute. I just want to see more scenes like we got to see in Batman v Superman where he just goes in there and just basically reenacts a version of Arkham City where he's beating everybody up.
I want to see some combo moves. This is what I want to see. Like in the Avengers where the Hulk put that piece of metal on that worm's head and then shoved it down, and then Thor brought the lightning on it, and then like Cap shooting the Iron Man shield off his shield. I want to see some stuff like that where maybe like Batman pulls one of those guys down and Superman comes up and does an uppercut. Oh yeah. Or something like a combo move. I want to see some stuff where they get together as a team and fight as a team.
Oh yeah, actual teamwork. Who would have thought?
I want to see that. Yeah, not just them kicking butt by themselves, but as an actual team. I think we're gonna get some more of that too.
I hope we see. I can see that in Aquaman and Cyborg and Wonder Woman. I don't really know how they're really gonna bounce. Maybe Wonder Woman can throw Batman. That'd be nice.
That would be sick.
Like, here you go. Just throws him into a pair of parademons.
Like how Black Widow jumped on Captain America's shield and he threw her up.
Yeah, there you go.
She could do that to Batman, but that'd be copying though. And they're like, oh, how original!
Nah.
Where did you get that from? Do it in her own style, you know.
Any excuse to see Wonder Woman throw Batman, I'm good for.
Or just grab him and just throw him by his
Exactly.
Go get it. Yeah.
Don't even give him the context like, hey, just close your eyes.
Yeah, I want to see some more of Jason Momoa because he rocks a lot as Aquaman. Dude.
He's the man.
Yeah,
he's just so fun to watch.
Yeah, I love him as Aquaman. I can't wait to see. I hope he gets some more stuff in there for him, dude. You know.
I'm sure he will. I mean, he's been one of the biggest advocates originally for the Snyder cut.
I think his scene where what you call it goes to get the mother box from him.
Yeah.
And he fights him with Steppenwolf. I think that scene's going to be a lot better this time around.
It looks way more intense because all what really happened in the original was Steppenwolf came and kind of tossed him around a little bit.
Yeah, this one looks like it's on. Yeah. So I don't know, man.
We get intense Momo. We get the look. We get the look from the original where he's just glaring at somebody. And immediately when you see that look, you know you're dead. You got to run the other way. That's the same thing when they showed that in the original Aquaman. When he busted down out of that submarine and you see him for the first time, he's bigger than anyone there. And immediately when he looks at you, like I don't care if I have a gun, I'm just running.
His eyes are glowing though. That you really don't see. I'm not messing with that guy. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, get out of here, guys. We're gonna go. No.
That was a beautiful opening.
And then he shoots out of there like at Sonic's like Sonic speed in the under the water. Like that was cool. Yeah,
that was the best way to show the lamest DC character up until that point.
So you think it's gonna be better than the one we got before?
I think pretty much any improvement would be better than the original. Just because I know you're a fan, and that's fine. I think it's fine to be fans of the original movie. I just didn't like what we got, and I think Zack Snyder is going to give us a wholly original vision, and I'm excited for it.
Like I thought what we got was okay. There were some moments in that movie that were really good. There were some parts that were like when he sat on the lasso and he was talking to everybody. That part was really good. And like I said, the opening with Batman was good. Wonder Woman's opening was. There were some good shots, but as a whole overall movie, I didn't like it, man.
Oh, and in this original cut, there was a shot in the original Justice League trailer of a building blowing up. Now, in the original opening Wonder Woman scene, she saves everyone and throws the bomb out of the building, but it looks like in this version she doesn't save everyone.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because that building's blowing up, so
that's kind of.
I don't know. That's pretty dark.
Yeah.
I mean, that happened in the original Batman v Superman, where the entire. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting that. What the house blew up? What house was that?
We're talking about. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the
Congress.
House
what? Okay.
No, it was like some art building or something they were doing.
Was
like,
it?
Yeah, it was just yeah.
Okay, it's been so long.
It was like
a
tourist group like taking hostages. It was Bolton from Game of Thrones. What's his name? The father Bolton. I forgot his name.
I have no idea what his name was.
Ross Bolton, whatever it was. Ruse Bolton.
Larry.
The one that got killed.
I'll call him Larry.
Larry Bolton.
Larry Bolton.
Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton. That's his name now. But yeah, that's a pretty dark undertone right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited. I mean, like you said earlier, Warner Bros. Is killing it. Warner Bros. is putting out material that everyone wants to see. We got Dune coming later this year. What is it? Godzilla vs. King Kong, is that Warner Bros.?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then the one we're talking about next, that one's a Warner Brothers too.
Oh, indeed. So, no, it's not. It's WandaVision.
Oh, we're talking about WandaVision next?
Yeah.
Okay, well then let's go WandaVision.
What are we talking about? Oh, did you want to talk about WandaVision first? Or you want to talk about Mortal Kombat?
What do you want to talk about first?
I do not care. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, then let's go into the next Warner Brothers.
Okay, let's keep the theme going for Warner Bros. So there was another trailer release that was even better than the Zack.
Oh my God, was it ever?
Oh my goodness gracious! Mortal Kombat trailer just dropped, and it is the Red Band trailer. So if you're a child, please don't watch it unless you're watching it with your parents. You know what? If you're a kid, you just don't watch the trailer. It's pretty brutal. It's pretty violent.
Hey, I'll let my kid watch it, man. I made sure to go through it.
Ernesto's a bad example.
Well, I let my daughter play the game, and I just let her know, hey, this isn't real life. This is a game. This is, and it's a movie. She knows that movie's not real. So, and it's not
I'll give you that.
Sexual content. It's just pure action and awesome killing and stuff.
And some fatalities at the end. We get some serious fatalities. That's the only thing. I'm not even a Mortal Kombat fan. I just know the basics. I know Frozone. I don't even know his name. What's his name? He said in
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero. There
Frozone.
You go. Frozone. And I know Scorpion. I know they have a rivalry of some kind. That's really all I know about it. But seeing this trailer, there is some heart and soul and passion. And the people who are making this clearly are fans of the game, and they actually want to make this a real movie.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Like none of these characters look corny.
No.
Like I guess they were talking about like Sonya Blade's probably the corniest, but her look is so easy to it's easy to pull off, But like everybody else looks so good, man. Like like those character posters they released the day before. These guys look like they came out of the video game, man. Like they came right off the game. It's just insanely. I don't know how it got me hyped, dude. Because the first movie I liked, it's a fan favorite. You know, I was a kid when I watched it. And
it's Captain Cheese. It's a good movie for what it is.
The second one was terrible, you know, and you know I always thought they'd come back to this movie franchise, but it took forever, man. I guess because nobody wanted to touch it because. You know, like you said, no one was taking it seriously. You know, and I guess this one guy grew up playing the game or just really liked it, man. And because the games have gotten really good, like the last 3 have been awesome, and it's a worthy media IP to touch again. You know, because if they made this game for older people, this isn't for kids. This is rated R, and they were pushing for NC-17. You know, with the blood and gore. So this is gonna be a bloody good time at the theater, man. And oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We do get some fatalities at the end, and we get a montage of fatalities. I was kind of disappointed at the end of that trailer. I was like, it looks really good. I'm really excited to see it. Wish we got to see some fatalities. At the very end, all you hear is finish him, and then you just like boom, 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 boom. It's like, oh my gosh.
Like I went to go watch like the old movie, and Sub-Zero like uses his magic like 3 times in the whole movie. He freezes a gun, breaks it off, makes a little ice ball, and then makes that ice force field that he. And this one he grabs that shotgun off of Jack's hands and just freaking like freezes it, goes off, and you can see the buckshot like slow down. I was like,
that was beautiful.
And then just crushes it, man. Like, oh my god! And then he grabs Jack's arms and freezes him. Like, okay, and then he just like just burst into pieces, man. Like, holy crap! They're not playing, dude. They're going for it, man.
They got some serious actors in this, too. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I am not going to try. But it's the guy from The Last Samurai.
Oh, yeah.
The swordsman. My goodness. That guy next to Ken Watanabe is eternally reliable, and he's one of my favorite Asian actors. Yeah. And the fact that they got him in this movie, he's playing Scorpion, right?
Yeah, he's playing Scorpion.
Okay, he's playing Scorpion. Woo! The scenes where he's kicking butt with everybody. The martial arts looks amazing.
Oh, my God. And they show how he like first uses the spear. He grabs the rope out of his garden and he ties a knot and he uses it like Jackie Chan. These dudes, I was like, puts it at that dude's like forehead. Oh, and you could. Oh, I was just like,
looks like the dinkiest. It looks like the dinkiest weapon. But with him using it, it could be deadly as a sword.
And they show him in hell where his eyes are glowing like yellow, like fire. Dude, he looks sick, man. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, this movie's gonna be. I hope. I don't know yet. I'm hyped because I don't know if it's gonna be good, but I hope it's gonna be good. It looks like it looks like it's supposed to look. It feels like it's supposed to feel like it's supposed to be like this. Like
they're taking the material seriously, which it's kind of hard to take it seriously because it originally started as a video game, not even a video game movie, but it started as like an arcade game, and then it just kind of responded from there.
And even though this dude, something McCoy, is his first movie. We should have guessed that James Wan wouldn't produce something that's going to be dumb. Like James Wan, dude, I want like a couple shows ago we were talking about like directors we'd like to see take on the Star Wars franchise. You said I forgot who you said. I think it was what's his name from Ford vs Ferrari?
Ford vs Ferrari.
Mangold.
James Mangold.
Yeah, that's a good choice. I think James Wan would be insane to dip into the Star Wars universe, man.
I agree.
Or just anything he touches, man. Like. You gotta take it seriously now, dude. You if he's attached to it, you better look at it, man. You better give it the two looks because it's probably gonna be good.
It's amazing how well he can mold into other genres because he mostly just did horror for like half his career. Yeah. Then he flipped to superhero movies, and you wouldn't think that would be an easy flip. But Aquaman that was an amazingly cheesy and wonderful experience. He made that movie his own, and so the fact that he can flip from that to that. Is an amazing career career move for a director.
He also did a Fast and the Furious movie.
He did do that.
Yeah, and that was I didn't watch it, but I heard it was pretty good. I don't like Fast and Furious movies.
See, I don't like Fast and Furious movies, but that one, I will say that one was the most okay.
He's the father of the Conjuring universe. He's the one that started that, and also the Saw. He did Saw, so he's been around, man. You know,
this man is continuously just doing amazing work. Yeah, so I'm super happy about it.
And I know the movie didn't cost a lot, but it looks really like I think it spent like 30-40 million on it.
Really, that much?
But it doesn't look like a $30-40 million movie. It looks expensive, man. Like they used every bit of that money they could get.
Yeah, man.
It looks good, dude. Like, yeah, I'm so stoked, man.
And they're not using big name actors in it. Like Leonardo DiCaprio is not the main character. But even so, I think that adds to the movie because I'm not necessarily focusing on that because it feels more real, to be honest with you. Because the first start of the trailer, it's in our world, and they're introducing these characters in our world. Like you see this guy with a shotgun going after Sub-Zero. He freezes it, and that's the first thing you see in the trailer. That's a little more magical, and then it continues from there, and you get this like thing that there are cultures all over the world that are wanting to compete in this tournament, and so it's slowly building up, and then you get to see the characters that everyone's been saying. And I think that was a great choice from the marketing team, just so it can get people like me, who are not necessarily interested in Mortal Kombat, into this world and into this fantasy realm and take it seriously. And that's what the best thing that I think this trailer did, is it takes this material that could be considered cheesy, and it has been considered cheesy, it takes it seriously.
I think you're correct, man. I think that's what they were trying to do, man. Yeah, 'cause, I mean, people who play the game, they know what's going on. They don't have to be told, but people like you who don't know what's going on, they have to spike their interest, and I think that it has. There's a lot of people who don't play this game want to see this movie, so that I think mission accomplished on that, man.
Definitely. Could you actually fill me in on something? Because again, I don't know too much about Mortal Kombat. What is the rivalry between Sub-Zero and Scorpion?
It's changed like through the games, but they were like rival clans, like ninja clans at first. I think like Master Splinter and Shredder, kind of like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
But their clans are like mortal enemies, so that's how it started off. And then,
gotcha. Thanks for dumbing it down for me. I'm a Ninja Turtles
and then
fan.
it changed to where like Sub-Zero killed Scorpion's family, and Scorpion is just out for revenge against him. It's so many they've changed it. So I don't know what this story is going to be about. It looks like it's going to be about the same, where he kills Scorpion's family, and Scorpion comes after him.
Yeah, it looks like Scorpion's going to be the good guy, and Sub-Zero is going to be the bad guy.
I think Sub-Zero. It looks like Sub-Zero is going to be Shang Tsung's like whipping boy. That's what it looks like to me, because he's going around trying to kill all these fighters with a Mortal Kombat, the dragon on them. That
makes sense.
So I don't know. It's not going to be the same story, but I don't care. As long as if I go in there and it kind of makes sense how it's supposed to, and it looks good, and the fighting has to be good. The fight that was why Mortal Kombat 1, the first movie, was so good, because the fighting was actually half decent. Mm-hmm. And the fighting has to be half decent for this movie to sell. For this movie to get...
I think they've sold it already within the trailer, because I don't know if this is a move that you can do in Mortal Kombat, but this surprised me, and this was the coolest part in the entire trailer. The fact that Sub-Zero was able to wound Scorpion and then use the blood that he got from the wound to make a knife and then go at him again. That is so cool.
He cut his arm off, grabbed the blood, turned it into a knife, then made a wall behind him, stabbed him with his own blood, and then threw him through the ice wall. Yeah, that was sick, dude.
That's some combos right there. Zack Snyder, well, I guess it's too late to take note, but take note anyway.
He's done more with his freezing power than the old Sub-Zero did in the whole movie in one trailer. So, and then Scorpion's spear it grows right back out of fire, and he's like throws it right back again at him. That was
Get
sick.
over here. Yeah. That sounded stupid. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they kind of forced that, man, but I can forgive them.
I mean, like I said, they're taking a really cheesy element and a really cheesy arcade game seriously.
And Jax's arms look sick. Mm-hmm. His robot arms, it looks like something like the T2 or T800 from Terminator, dude. That's the thing about when you do robot arms in a movie. No one ever does the same robot arm twice. It's always got to be different, their own style, their own way. And this one, I like it. It looks really cool, man.
It looks like a better version of Cyborg. Also, fill me in on this one thing. Who is the big old monster with the four arms?
That's Goro. He was the second big bad from the first movie.
Okay, gotcha.
He comes from a clan of, it's like a race of dragon people. Or basically like people mixed with dragons.
Interesting.
He was in the first movie.
Some lady looked at a dragon one day and said, "You know what? Yeah."
No, I think dragons evolved into. I don't know how. They don't tell the backstory. I don't think it was a dragon and a person making whoopee. I mean, it might have been. I don't know, man. I don't know what.
We can make Shrek a canon in that universe. Shrek's canon.
But I don't think that was it. They haven't alluded to that. But he's like, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
In the first movie, he was robots and you know what I'm saying, like creature effects. So still look good, But this one, but his mobility, he really couldn't do much. This one, he's jumping and his arm. I mean, he looks like he's coming for it, dude. Mm-hmm. He looks menacing, dude. I can't wait to see this.
Got the power of CGI and the most important character of all, Cole. Who the heck is Cole?
He's not the most. I don't think.
I'm being entirely sarcastic.
I think he's a character. They're saying that they made him for the movie, strictly for the movie. He's like a new character.
Okay. That kind of makes sense because he has the most uninteresting name.
And what they're saying, it's not. It's just people, making stuff up. Well, not making stuff up, but brainstorming that maybe possibly Cole could be a downloadable character on the game. Like he could be a new character you can download from Mortal Kombat 11.
Okay,
that'd be pretty sick. Because they say he has powers too, but he hasn't tapped into them yet. So we'll see what he does.
Yeah. Does that tattoo mean anything to you? Like, what is the tattoo he has on there?
No, the tattoo in the movie, it's like a birthmark you get or something that signifies you're like chosen to compete in this tournament.
So from birth you're basically screwed.
Yeah, but in the game, it's just the world's best fighters. Like Raiden chooses you to fight. If he deems you worthy, then you will fight. You will represent Earthrealm. And this one you're chosen by birth, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, it's not going to be the same story that the game follows. It's going to be a different story, and as long as it kind of makes sense, I'm on board, man.
I got you.
But people are upset that they have left Johnny Cage out, like we were talking about earlier. He's on the trailer. He's not going to be in the game. People are kind of upset that he's not in it, but
maybe Cole can fill the Johnny Cage void.
That's what people are thinking, or he might become Johnny Cage. Like that might be his alter ego. Like that might be his actual real name, because people have their stage name and they have their real name. That might be his stage name. Mm-hmm. But
hopefully, I did make a joke on my brother because my brother's name is Colton. As soon as I heard his name was Cole, I was like, "Hey, you're in a movie."
Your brother's name is Colton.
Yep,
like
Colton.
After a gun.
Sure, that actually sounds better than the original.
That's
purpose
cooler,
for the name.
Colton. Like, yeah, I'm named after a gun.
I think it's a fancy. I think his name is like a fancy version of Cole. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right on. That's cool.
That's his name. My name means Jacob. My name means thief, or it's another version for
sense.
Israel. My sister's name is Haven, safe place. My brother's name is Cole for Cole.
For Cole. That's cool. You guys have really cool
names.
names.
You put it in your stocking when you're naughty.
But like I said, Johnny Cage isn't in this. But I'm not a big Johnny Cage fan. I don't pick him when I play Mortal Kombat. So I'm not. I mean, it sucks that he's not in it. But not every character is gonna be in here, and the characters that are in there, they look pretty cool. So I can forgive. Whatever. Cool. I'm hyped to see this movie.
I'm glad as a Mortal Kombat fan that you're excited, because that means they're taking it in the right direction.
It's crazy. Like man, I'm like Godzilla's got me hyped, man. Zack Snyder's got me hyped, and even this has got me hyped to watch these movies, man. Like last year we didn't get any of this, man. All the movies we were getting were on hold, and they showed the trailer and like, oh hey man, you don't get to watch this. We just showed this really cool trailer, but we're gonna
we're a popcorn movie. Yeah, we need some popcorn. Yeah, we need some blockbusters. I
cannot wait for this. Yeah, for these blockbusters to come out, man. Like, I don't even like Godzilla and King Kong universe, but I'm hyped to see this movie, man. I really am, dude. I'm hyped, dude. It's got me excited again. Dude.
COVID-19 has lowered our standards.
I don't think it's that. I just think that these people have taken more time to make these things better. Like, if we're gonna have this on the shelf, let's say we can tweak it a little bit and make it a little bit better.
Definitely.
Do this here and do that there.
Did you think when you were a kid that we would be getting a Mortal Kombat movie that actually looks really, really good, a Justice League movie, and a Godzilla versus King Kong?
Now, after like 10 years, I thought we'd never, ever see a Mortal Kombat movie again. And I'm hoping that if this Mortal Kombat movie does good, that we get a Street Fighter movie. Because that is what I love Mortal Kombat, but I'm more of a Street Fighter guy myself, man. I really want to see that come into a real movie to have them take that seriously. Because that's another game franchise that needs to be looked at again, dude, with a lot of potential.
Definitely. I think if Mortal Kombat does good, they have a huge potential for a rated R cinematic universe. Because Mortal Kombat has a bajillion characters.
Yeah.
And it has Marvel Cinematic Universe potential right there.
It does, but like rated R, like more graphic. Yeah.
We haven't gotten a rated R cinematic universe.
I know we haven't. That'd be kind of crazy if we did, though, man. What would that look like, dude? That'd be insane, huh?
Mm-hmm. And Mortal Kombat would be like the first, well, except for Sonic, because Sonic is amazing, but we get the first good video game movie. Good. Again, Sonic's amazing.
Yeah, but I like Sonic, but I didn't like that Sonic was on Earth. Like, I wish Sonic would have been in his own world. That would have been a lot cooler. That's just the way. Like they're coming out with a Super Mario movie, like another one. I think it's going to be done by Illumination Studios.
Yeah, I think so.
And I don't want it to be Mario on Earth. I want to be Mario in Koopa World. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see.
Again, my standards have been lowered for video game movies.
Yeah.
I'm just happy we got a good one. And I love Jim Carrey in it, so it was beautiful.
Oh, Jim Carrey was cool. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm saying I wish it would have taken place. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
did you want a coffee? Of course I do. I love it when you make them.
I love when you make them.
Such a beautiful thing. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. The next episodes for which we skipped last week. We skipped episode 6, and episode 7 has come out for WandaVision as of right now. So, what are your thoughts on the most recent WandaVision episodes? So the last one that we skipped last week was the Halloween episode where Vision tried to escape, and then this week was the one where Vision's trying to get back to Wanda, and then it reveals at the very end of the episode. By the way, spoilers. I guess it's too late, but spoilers. Spoilers. What's her name? The lady was
Catherine
behind
Hahn?
everything. Yeah,
She's behind everything.
Which we all saw coming.
I didn't see that coming. I thought she was just like a stooge, man. I didn't see that coming. I was like, oh, they pulled like a what you call it, like a Guy Ritchie like twist on it, where the whole time it's somebody else. You know, I don't know what's going on, man. Like, I'm kind of like, cool, okay, but is she like the main bad, or is she, answering to somebody?
I don't know. I was really hoping that it was just going to be Wanda, because it was interesting to explore that side of her, explore like why she is like we don't know why she's so angry and so depressed and so just lonely. But I wanted to explore more of that, and just to add another villain behind it kind of takes the fun away from me. I don't know. I just wish it was solely Wanda. And I think it is to an extent, but they're just going to add another bad guy on top of it.
I think Wanda thinks she thinks she's in charge, but this other girl is pulling her strings, and I guess she's a witch, right?
Yeah,
so
I think so.
That makes sense if she's a witch. So, because it's supposed to be rumored that Benedict Cumberbatch is supposed to be in this.
Oh, please.
So the Sorcerer Supreme battles a witch. I don't know, man. It got my excitement up, and then the last couple episodes it got me down a little bit. Like they lost the momentum. But I'm still rolling with it. I'm still interested. I'm still there.
I think I'm losing interest. I think the last episode has just kind of waned my interest. The reason being, and I think I understand why people are really losing interest in this thing, is because when the episode gets really interesting and it gets to a point where it not only stops, but it picks up. It doesn't pick up where it left off, and it just starts another sitcom thing.
Oh yeah.
And I think that was a mistake. I think it was a good gimmick to start off with because it raises questions, but I think continuing that gimmick really slows down the pacing, and I just don't think it just doesn't pick up the same story. And we want to continue the story. We don't want to see this gimmick anymore. We know what happens. I just want to continue the story. It's
hard to get the ball start rolling again for you again, because you're going back to square one again. Like he's trying to figure out what's going on again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he is figuring it out, man. I thought it was pretty crazy that when he came out of the force field, he was dead, man. It was crazy. And then she made the force field bigger and stronger, and then I don't know.
That does raise the question: can he exist in the outside world at all?
I don't know, because he was disintegrating, wasn't he?
He was disintegrating. She was pulling him back in. I just don't know if he's able to exist in the outside world, because I know there can only be two ways this entire series can end. Wanda is going to have to accept that he's dead, accept all the things that's happened to her, take responsibility for it, and move on, right. Which is what I think it's doing, which would be a pretty good message. Or somehow or whatever, Vision's going to be resurrected, which I think would kind of take a little bit of the sting away from the movies that have happened prior and the series as a whole. I don't think that's a good idea.
And also what upset me too is they brought Evan Peters in as Quicksilver, and they didn't really do anything with him.
Absolutely nothing.
So that all our speculation was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like she's a side character, and she's already killed him again, I think.
Yeah, no, she didn't kill him, but he kind of just disappeared. And also, when it was revealed in the very end of the 7th episode that what's-her-face was taking control of everything, it showed that she was in control over Evan Peters. So does that not mean that he's the X-Men Quicksilver? I don't know what's happening with that.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that there either. So well, I guess we'll have to. How many? I think it's 1 or 2 episodes left.
There's 2 episodes left, and it's been said that the last 2 episodes are going to be massively epic, and they're going to.
That's what they were saying.
Yeah, like you said last time, they're going to be like a Marvel movie
because they've already exposed what's up with Vision, and that the Sword Leader. They found out that he wasn't trying to dispose of Vision. He was trying to rebuild him and reboot him.
Yep.
So we get to find out what's going on with that guy too.
Mm-hmm. So I think they said he's just trying to use Vision as a weapon.
Maybe him and Ogre are working together because magic dust exists now in the MCU, and maybe they found the witch that can work with him. I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know, man. I'm like you said. I'm still. It's slowed down. The interest is slowed down because they keep restarting the show. But I still want to see how this is gonna culminate. What's gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
It still could save us. It still could be awesome.
The last 2 episodes are going to make or break this entire series for me because really my interest has kind of reached its peak at this point. I'd say with everything with Rambo and Darcy, I just kind of realized over the last 2 episodes that I really don't care about them. It's not that I don't necessarily think they're bad characters. I think they're decent characters. It's just the whole interest of the show is Wanda and Vision.
Yeah.
I just don't care about these people.
The subplot.
And her scene, what is it, Rambo's scene, where they build up that entire scene where she's going to go into the force field again. She's going to go back in. And it freaking doesn't do anything. She has an entire space car or whatever and a spacesuit, and she's ready to go back in. And I don't know what they were expecting. She tries to force herself inside, and then it just gets pooped out again, and I'm not sure what they were expecting. I think they knew that was going to happen, and then she decides, oh no, I can get in, and then she does make it in. And people were saying like this was an incredible emotional moment because they were playing a little bit of the audio from Captain Marvel because when she was a kid, because that was her mother, and she knew Captain Marvel. Mm-hmm. I didn't really care, not because I didn't really care about Captain Marvel, which I really didn't, but I don't know. I just, for some reason, I just don't care about this character, and I think they're trying to make me, and the scene was visually awesome. I think the actress is really good too. I don't know. I just don't care about this character.
I think that metal that that lunar rover was made of is supposed to shield them from the energy or the radiation she's giving off.
I guess so, yeah.
Because remember, her cells are changing. She's already gone in twice, and her cells are realigning or whatever was happening. So I think that was supposed to shield her from that. But she ended up going in anyways, though, man. So she's in there and she's coherent. And remember, freaking, Wanda was like, "Who are you?" She's like, "Wanda's," and then old girl pops in and saying, "No, you're with me, Wanda. You're not with her." Mm-hmm. So I don't know what's going on, man. Like maybe it might throw down. I don't know. What's her name? Kat Dennings. She's annoying, but for some reason I just like her. I don't know.
She was better in the last episode.
She's
I liked
smarter.
Her in the last episode.
I like her because she's not just the dumb sidekick. Now she's actually someone that they lean on for information and to actually, to carry things out. She's a pillar now,
Yeah,
which is cool.
She now has use. And then she decked that one loser.
And then
so
Ray Park, fun. I like him. He's funny.
Who's he?
The Asian FBI guy.
Oh, Wu. I love Wu.
Yeah.
I will say I love. Again, he endured me in Ant-Man, and when he pulled out that trick in the very beginning, it was like, that's amazing. That's amazing.
I started watching Young Rock last night, or Little Rock, what it was called.
Yeah.
And he's like in it. He's funny in it, man. Yeah, he's
a great actor. I hope he gets more stuff from this.
So, but yeah, we'll see, man. Like, we have 2 episodes left. Oh, and the kids know what's going. They know what's going on too. Yeah. They know that daddy's they're learning. They're learning that dad's messed up and that uncle's messed up, and
they were asking questions about it, like, what did you say about dad dying? What was that? What was that all about?
Or why is dad going to work? It's a Saturday. Mm-hmm.
So the kids have some kind of cognitive ability, which that's the biggest question. Where did they come from? Because everyone else, she just took a person in real life and made them kind of mold into this world. Yeah. But where do these kids come from? Because they just kind of popped out of thin air and now they're growing.
They technically cannot be their kids because, he's a cyborg, and it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So, it's got to be explained to some point.
It was a stork. That's how kids are made, right?
It was a robot stork.
Yeah,
with stork. Magic wings that glowed red.
Sent from eBay.
So, yeah, I guess I'm okay with it so far. I still watch. I still come home on Friday like, gotta watch WandaVision, and I'm like, I guess I'll watch it later. And I'm still stoked to watch it every week. So.
It's something to continue. It's something to look forward to on Friday.
I know. It's hey, like I said, it's like we have nothing else to watch right now. I'm
Mandalorian's not here right now, and we're waiting for the other stuff.
Falcon and Winter Soldier starts next month.
Oh, thank heaven!
And then Loki starts in like May or something.
Oh, thank heaven!
We still got stuff to look forward to, man.
Definitely.
It's filling the void. It's filling the void right now.
It's doing its job.
Yeah.
I hope the last 2 episodes are good. I think they will be. But it's a possibility that Marvel could bomb this one. There's always that possibility that this show could just be okay at the end of the day, which is what's happened for some Marvel movies. Some Marvel movies are just okay. There are a few Marvel movies that are quality amazing.
But overall, people do like this show, man. I
would say probably, yeah.
I would say at least 75 to 85% of people like this show. It's still in the good. So
okay,
it's still entertaining for me. But like I said, it needs to figure out what it's going to do. That's
pick it up
all,
a little bit.
That's it.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, final topic of the day. A little controversial. We're not going to get into this too much, but Gina Carano got fired from The Mandalorian for a tweet that she released as a recent. This happened, I think, over last weekend.
Last week.
It happened, and apparently Disney's been looking to fire her since November. I think that's been public news for a while, but... initial thoughts. Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go ahead, man.
All right. I think that's a dumb decision on Disney's move. Now, I want to be 100% clear. I think Disney's a privately owned company. They have the ability to fire and hire whoever they want. That's 100% clear. I think as it comes to the reason if it's a good idea or if it's a moral idea, I don't think it's a good idea, and I don't think it's a moral idea to fire her. I think that she is allowed to express her own opinion. I think that, this has been voiced out by other people as well. Pedro Pascal made a similar tweet in 2018, and it was around a similar topic, just kind of reversed sides. But so people have brought that up, and they say he didn't get any backlash from it, which I don't think he should be. I think that everyone is free to voice their own opinions at will. So I don't agree with their decisions. I don't think it was a good idea to fire her. And I'm going to miss her character. I don't think there's going to be a Gina Carano void in Mandalorian now. So I'm not a fan of it, and I don't think it was a good idea. I understand, but again, I'm not for it. What do you think?
I don't like that she got fired, man, but you think of it from a business standpoint, man. Like, you can't work for people when you can say whatever you want to say, but there are consequences to what you say. And yeah, you have the freedom of speech, but that freedom, it's going to come check, man. Whatever you say, there can be a backlash against you, man. And right now, freaking Disney is in hot water with everything, man. They're messing up left and right. That stuff that what's the name? Finn? Who's the actor who played Finn?
We'll call him Finn. We'll just call him Finn.
Okay, well, anyways, Finn went and said that, behind closed doors, African American actors on the Star Wars, sets were treated differently than white actors. He said even their characters as a whole were treated with less respect. And they're trying to put these fires out, and other people are saying other things about Disney too that Disney does wrong, and they're just. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to defend Disney because I believe you should have freedom of speech, but also if you're gonna get paid a lot of money to work for this company, you gotta do what the company says. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It comes with a cost. And does it suck? Yeah. And should people get treated fairly across the board? I do believe so. And if someone says something that's inappropriate, then other people that do the same thing should get treated the same way.
Certainly.
But I'm gonna miss her, man. It's gonna suck, man. It's funny how the people want a strong, defining woman character in Star Wars only when it suits them. When she's strong outside of that character and tries to make, say things, to stand on her word. Yeah, they don't like that, but they like it when she's strong and on
when
the screen.
She's agreeing with them.
Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it too, man. My mom and dad told me that when I was a kid, and I even tell my daughter that. You can't have it all, man. Yeah. And unfortunately she is let go. Which sucks because she was awesome in that show. And I really want to see her, what's called that the Rangers of the New Republic, the show she's supposed to be. I was looking hyped to that. Now that's put on hold. You know,
she was one of the defining characters of the Mandalorian series. Right next to Grogu and the Mandalorian himself, she was one of the top tier characters.
I never thought someone was so hot and so like can kick my butt at the same time.
Oh my gosh, she's huge.
You know,
when she's ripping people apart.
She's not fat. She's not fat.
No, she's not
huge.
Fat at all.
No.
She's not fat. Huge. Yeah, muscular.
Like a Viking woman. You know,
my
like
goodness.
she could just kill somebody. You know.
If you sent her back in like the olden days, like the Viking area, she would fit right in.
And I loved when she was going on the Moff Gideon's ship. Her and the other girls, and they were just mowing through. And she was having trouble with her gun. And she's like, "Are you okay with that?" She's like, "I got it. You know, back up. You know, I'm gonna miss her, man. It sucks. Like I said, like the way things went down, man. But they gave her a lot of chances to chill out, man. And she,
Well, again, Disney is a private company that can believe and say whatever they want. They obviously are on one side of the spectrum when it comes to what they believe. And that's fine. They're free to do whatever they want. Again, they're free to hire and fire whoever they want. But I think it's a dangerous thing, and I don't think it's a moral thing, to fire someone just because they don't agree with you on this personal topic. A lot of people are saying what she said was painfully offensive, and I've listened to her opinion on what she said and what she actually meant. I don't believe it's I don't believe it's really offensive. I think she was comparing something to somebody.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
It's her opinion, but it's what she meant from that tweet. I don't think she meant to be offensive.
It's like words are like art, man. Art, you can put a painting on this, and 100 different people are gonna have 100 different versions of what they think that painting means. It's just like art, man.
Certainly.
Like when you say your words, man, you gotta pick them wisely, man.
Of course. But it's the same thing with Pedro Pascal. He never got a backlash from that. There may have been some people that didn't appreciate it.
Pedro Pascal's was different. It was about something. I actually agree with one of the posts he put, where it showed like where they showed kids like locked up, like in cages, like 100 years ago, and they showed Mexican, kids, coming across the border locked up in cages when they were in those camps they were putting them in, separating them from their families. That's it's kind of I kind of agree with that, man. I guess it depends on what you're saying and what you're putting out there, man.
That was a direct comparison. Like again, his was a comparison, and the same with her. And you can, and from those 2 points, you can certainly understand where both those points are coming from. Right. But however, both those points fall on one side of the spectrum. Pedro Pascal fell in line with what Disney generally agrees with. Gina Carano did not.
But
and even if Disney doesn't agree with that, even if it's, and I understand that she definitely may have been fueling the flame. Even so, I don't think it's a good move for Disney. I don't think it's a good move for them to fire her based on that. Well,
the only one that's going to suffer is probably Disney, because it's going to be hard. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it'll just be harder to bring talent on board. Like, if I go work for Disney, I have to do this, this, and this, and now I can't do this either, Because they say when you work for Disney, you sign like a waiver or something, and you're going to have to do this, you're going to have to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that.
You do.
So,
but again, like you said before, like they want a strong woman who can speak her mind. She's a strong woman who can speak her mind, and they fired her for it, so...
Well, this wasn't just the first incident, though.
It wasn't. No,
again, she's had many incidents before this. I mean, don't make it sound like she did one bad thing and then she was off the board. She's been
this was the tweet that basically cemented it.
She's been taken to the principal's office and talk to the principal a couple of times to stop messing around. I think what happened with Pedro Pascal, he had the same thing. Like, hey man, you chill out, and he chilled out. You know what I'm saying? She was like, you ain't gonna chill me out. I'm a UFC. I knock all y'all out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Muay Thai champion.
She probably could.
She probably could. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with her, dude.
I don't know. I think in real life, if Pedro Pascal versus Gina Carano, I think Gina Carano will win.
I actually watched her fight when she fights Cyborg the other night. I was like, I just want to watch one of her fights. She whooped Cyborg, man. I was like, oh man,
she's a great fighter. I've gotten to see a lot of her fight. What was her original title score? How many wins did she get? How many losses?
I don't know. I didn't follow her like that. Man.
Okay, it was a good amount. Apparently,
I know she was an American Gladiator when they had rebooted the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
She was the face of it for a while.
So, well, sad to see her go.
Yeah, I don't agree with the system. I understand the system that's in place. I don't agree that it's a good decision by Disney. I don't agree that it's a moral decision, but it's what happened, and
I just hope all of Hollywood doesn't turn their back on her, man. Because that would suck.
Yeah. Well, she is going to be getting a job soon.
Yeah, making a documentary, but I don't know about actually making big blockbuster films again. Well, I hope it doesn't go down like that, man. But that's the thing about when you work, and not just for Disney, in Hollywood, period, man. You really have to watch. You have to walk a tightrope, man, and you have to watch yourself from every side, bro. You know, it's just a reality these days, man.
Yeah. That's a hard road to walk, especially if you have a different opinion. But
especially with cancel culture, man. You know what I mean?
Man, that whole thing's that whole thing is just its own topic, and it's a frustrating and interesting topic to get into, and we don't have too much time to get into that today.
Yeah, I don't we won't get into
but
that,
we'll be missing. We'll miss Gina Carano. She has found work, and she's going to be working on a new movie soon. So I'm very happy that she has found work.
I hope so, man. I like her, man. I can see her doing other stuff, man. You know, other big stuff. I don't want to see her leave Hollywood, dude.
No,
you know?
I want to see her in more movies, and we will be seeing her in more movies, and I'm happy for that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't think people should be shunned for their opinions, man. I mean,
no. Yeah, we'll miss you, Gina.
We'll miss you, Gina. And I hope they don't recast, man, because
it'll be write her out or just add someone.
A terrible choice for the person if they choose not to write her out, and the person who takes the job.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, that actress is gonna be in trouble because they're gonna reject it.
That's too high of a shoulder to stand on. That part was written only for Gina.
And the same people who were petitioning her to get fired, they wanted Don Cheadle to take her.
What?
Don Cheadle would be the next Cara Dune or whatever. I was like, oh my
gosh,
man. I mean, nothing against Don Cheadle, man. I love Don Cheadle, but no, man. I don't want dude.
Why are you? No.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
all right.
Why?
Yeah, anything else you want to talk about?
I like the scarf. It's really comfy.
You look very, very fancy lad.
Fancy. This jacket looks like it's expensive. May look like expensive on camera, but it's not.
I got a question for you.
I'm a cheap boy.
While we were locked in our houses in the cold and the snow because we couldn't go anywhere, so I missed work for like 3 days, man. Did you watch anything new? Revisit anything?
Sean Connery. I watched the movie Chef. Written and directed and starring Jon Favreau.
Did you like it?
Oh my gosh, that movie was amazing.
It was good, right? Yeah.
It was. What's the Mexican guy who played next to him?
John Leguizamo.
I freaking love that guy.
You know
I know that he was in the opening of Mandalorian season 2. Yeah. For some reason, I thought that was Jon Favreau's voice, but it wasn't. It was John Leguizamo. But I freaking love that guy. Both of them in those movies were the highlights. They were so good. That movie is a passion project for Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
And you can tell because it shows in every frame of the screen. It's a wonderful movie from start to finish.
It was small, and it had Robert Downey Jr. in it.
Oh my god.
Scarlett Johansson.
The weirdest cameo.
It had a couple good actors in it, besides them, yeah.
ScarJo.
Sofia Vergara played his ex-wife.
See, I never liked her, but I really liked her in this movie. Yeah. She did start out a little iffy for me because generally I'm not a huge fan of her. But by the end of it, she was amazing. She was great.
She's like rooting for him. She still loves him. Yeah. It was and
Jon Favreau can freaking act. I mean, we knew that, but he can act so well. He can carry a movie.
It's just him in a food truck with his son, dude, and John Leguizamo going across country. I thought it was really cool. He was a really crappy father, but he was a good cook, and he ended up redeeming himself at the end. It was a story about redemption, man.
Yeah, did that speak to you as a father? You're not a crappy father or anything.
It did speak to me. It does. All movies like that speak to me about parenthood, man. Mm-hmm. Like I understand how he's a big time chef. He's getting caught up in what he does. It's easy for someone to get caught up in what they love to do. Mm-hmm. It's easy, you being a director, you do what you love to do. And when we're on set together, making a movie, I'm like, let's go home, and you're like, let's keep going.
I could go
14 hours later on a 8-hour shoot.
It is when you have a passion and when you're working on that passion. That becomes your world. You become laser focused. Like when I'm on set, when I'm making a movie, that's all I'm focused on, and I can work for days end on that and be fine because that's something that I'm passionate about. That's something I want to continuously do, and I completely get that from his side because that's something that he loves and he's passionate about. And like I said, it shows in every single frame of this movie. That's his passion.
After that movie, he started that show on Netflix, that chef show.
I haven't watched that yet, but I'm going to watch it now. 3 seasons,
yeah. That's why he started because he actually learned how to cook by like a real like top 4-star chef. He's in the show, so but yeah.
I'm good.
I like that movie. I thought it was really good, man. And like I said, it was like a little passion project, but he can do the big super blockbuster, Superman movie. I mean, superhero movies, and he can do Star Wars, but he can also do those kind of movies too.
Yeah, those small indie movies. Did you see anything over?
I actually started watching Game of Thrones again.
Ooh, what'd you start with?
I didn't start at season 1. I started at season 4.
That's a good thing. That's a good place to start.
From season 4 and I'm now on season 7. But but man, it's just that show is so good, man. Like oh man, it was so good. It's like Lord of the Rings for adults, man. I just can't get over like how great this show was, man. I mean, the season 8 was less to be desired, but I still liked it. But
there are certainly some amazing things about season 8. Despite the fact that people, including me, are not a huge fan of season 8, there are some great things in season 8. And even up until that point, it's a wonderful show.
I would have to say season 6 is probably my favorite, man. Where they kill Jon, he comes back to life, and then he goes and takes back Winterfell from the Boltons, man. Yeah, I was into it. I can't. I'm still watching. I'm gonna go home after here and we'll try to finish a couple episodes before I go to bed. But yeah, I was. Oh, and another thing I was really cool is that speaking of Pedro Pascal, he got the lead in the new TV show Last of Us.
Heck,
that's coming to HBO based on the video game. It's like a zombie, post-apocalyptic show, man. And old girl Lady Mormont from Game of Thrones is gonna play the girl Ellie.
The reunion. That's a beautiful thing.
Actually, they were never on screen
together. I know they were never on screen together, but the fact that we got two Game of Thrones people, that's great.
But I'm really stoked, man, for him, dude, to be in this, man, because I know he's going to kill it, dude. Everything he's been, even that, Spy Kids movie he was in, he was pretty good in it, man. He was one of the best parts about that movie, man.
Yeah, he's been killing it as of recent. Like I said, Mandalorian, Spy Kids. He was in Game of Thrones, and what else was he? He was the best part about Wonder Woman.
He was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Kingsman. I can't remember what else he was in. He was in Narcos, Mexico.
Oh, Narcos. Yep, forgot about that. He's mostly killed it in TV. But I'm going. Now, are they going to be doing a series on The Last of Us, or is this a movie?
It's going to be a series. It's going to be like
basically
it's going to be. It's not a complete comparison, but it's kind of like a artificial one. I would say it's going to be HBO's version of The Walking Dead.
Okay.
Now, and unlike The Walking Dead, it's not going to be restricted because they're on cable. HBO can do whatever they want to do, and they can go as gory as they want to go.
HBO has been notorious for pushing the bar when it comes to that kind of stuff.
I cannot wait to see zombies in HBO. Oh my god!
Have you played the video game?
No, I haven't, but I love the zombie genre, man. I know HBO is going to do it justice, and Pedro Pascal would not sign on something that's not going to, up his, keep his momentum going. He's not going to go. He's not going to take a step back right now. This is gonna be pretty sick, man. After rewatching Game of Thrones, how gory it can get, I can't wait to see this, man.
And Pedro Pascal's very unfortunate end on that series.
Yeah, unfortunately, man. He had the mountain though, man. He had him beat, man. But
you almost had him.
He had to taunt him, and
you had to be that guy.
Yeah.
And for his character, it worked, and I understand. Still, freaking.
That was a bad fight scene. That was
a great fight.
Some of the fight scenes in Game of Thrones are so good, man. And the CGI it's aged well. I mean, it's like 5 or 6 years old, and it still looks good.
It's a beautiful. Like the production in that series, even for the dragons, you wouldn't think like TV series dragons would look as good as they do. But I can't find movie dragons that look as good. You see Eragon, that movie that came out a while back, that kind of crappy kids book that came out.
Yeah,
it looks better than that.
Yeah. Especially like when she's riding on the dragon and stuff, it still looks good.
She was the best character that came out of that series.
And that series slightly used special effects. Like a lot of that stuff was, real armor, real people in armor with real swords and real horses and real wagon. It's real. The castles were real. You know what I'm saying? They just used a little bit of CGI to, make it a little bit bigger, but
the production side, the people who worked on this series are clearly in love with it and clearly tried their hardest.
Right.
I mean, like I said, they went on for 8 seasons, and despite some bumps on the road, I still think as a whole, it's a really good series, and it's definitely going to stand the test of time, and people are going to be showing this. I don't think it's like Lost. I don't think they're because Lost was building up to something that never paid off. I think Game of Thrones as a whole is still a wonderful series.
Because also like movies age badly because of technology.
Yeah.
Like the technology they were using in the movie is out of date now.
Yeah.
Or it's older. It's different. this has no technology because it's made, with no technology. There's no electricity. It's all knights and armor and, and stuff like that. Castles and, it's different. So I think it will age well.
And like Tyrion, Daenerys, all these characters are going to all these characters are infamous. They're going to age well.
Yeah.
The scene, like what was it, where Tyrion was screaming at everyone, is like, "I didn't kill Joffrey, but I wish I did." That was such a beautiful scene. That little. Like,
I like where again to bleep me out, but Watchers on the Wall, where like the Wylings show up, and that dude, the one guy, the commander, or whatever, he's like, "Oh, they're not gonna get through this wall." And Johnson's like, "Are you kidding me? Effing mammoths down there, man! They're effing giants! Like, are you crazy?"
Get down there, boy.
Yeah, Jon Snow rocks, man. I can't wait to see him in the Eternals as the Black Knight. Yeah,
I didn't even know he was going to be on that.
Yep, he's going to be in the Eternal. I can't wait to see him in that, man.
I would love to talk about that next time because we are out of time,
ladies and gentlemen. Sorry it took so quick.
No, we need to talk about The Last of Us. That was an important topic. But yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. Again, hope everyone is safe.
Yes,
hope the power's back on. Again, God bless. Hope everyone is safe. Like I said, normally every week, download our podcast on Spotify, to subscribe to us on YouTube. And this Wednesday, we'll be coming out with a podcast with Freedom Smith. So also we would talk about filmmaking, her career as a producer. So tune in for that if you're interested.
Should be fun. She's a good time. She's hilarious. She's full of energy.
She's a lovely lady.
She's crazy. Yeah, she's a crazy woman.
She is absolutely insane, but we all love her.
We all love her.
All right, that is it, Ernesto.
I just want to say again, thank you. Hope everybody's okay, man, and roll those credits, baby.